Welcome to the show. This is the Jay and Cody Show, episode 29.
30.
What happened to 29? Where'd 29 go?
29 had some problems, but 29 will be, hopefully we'll show on YouTube at least.
Did
pretty
we
soon.
do 29?
We did 29, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I thought the last one
It was a short one. It was like a 30-minute show.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
But I haven't been able to get it up on YouTube.
Well, then this is episode 30.
Yeah.
The date is
February
February 19th.
Fuck me. I was so close.
2:32.
In the PM in Central Time.
Whatever. Anyway, what have you been up to since last time I saw you? Which was about Thursday.
Thursday, I think, yeah. Yeah, today's Sunday.
Yep.
Been a few days.
Yep, about 4 days, be specific. Nope, 3. Just kidding. 3. Definitely 3.
Good
I was a
lord.
little off on that one.
Just a bit.
Anyway, what have you been up to, my dude?
I don't know, not much.
Really?
Like, I wish I could say something, like, be like, I did this and that, like, nothing that
Pretty
interesting.
low-key weekend.
Yeah.
That's good, though. Some weekends, most weekends should be low-key.
Well, I mean, I think you can go do stuff,
Yeah.
but only if you want to. Like, I had a shitty weekend where, like, and for one, my Friday nights are always shitty, busy working and doing shit. But, like, Saturday, I had to get the car fixed. My wife's, which is a bitch, man. Like, the thing is completely, okay, so it needed a new power steering pump, or some sort of pump, whatever. It needed motor mounts. It needed, like, all 3 of them. It needed an oil change. It needed something else. I don't know. But it was like loud and fucking dangerous. And I took it on Friday at a meeting in Wichita. Drove up to Wichita. And like I'm driving up on the interstate and like the wheel is just bouncing.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like, holy fuck. So I got off and I took the highway.
Yeah.
Well, when I took it to my mechanic, I told him about it. And he's like, well, I'll look at it. I'll see what's going on. I come back later to pick up my car. Which, by the way, is supposed to be $300. At least in my mind. When I got back, pick it up was $400. I'm like, oh, just haven't paid him yet. I gave him $300, and because that's all I had on me. I had like $305 or whatever. So I'm like, I'll pay you back. Like, if it's cool, I'll pay you back today. And I forgot until just right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I think I got it. But anyway, so I was talking to him. I was like, so what's up with the the shakiness? And he's like, your ball bearing is completely gone. I'm like, really? I'm like, what could have happened? And he's like, your whole tire would have just went off. And I'm the most fucked up person
Right.
about like being worried about tires.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, I saved my wife's life because I knew she needed an oil change for like quite a while. And so was it like Thursday or no, it was like Tuesday. It was Valentine's Day. I was like, hey, take my car. And, like, I keep a very clean, nice car. Her car, she has like a buffet going in there. There's trash everywhere. And I'm like, go ahead, take my car. I don't want you to. You're going to trash it. You know? I just know it, you know?
Yeah.
But take mine, because who the fuck knows? I need to get this oil changed and whatever. And yeah, I think I saved her life because the motor mounts were so rotten out that like if you would have hit like a hard bump, the motor literally could have fell through.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. And then the tires all fucked up. Like,
Wow.
Yeah. The car is like, it was a death trap.
Yeah. Dude,
It's still
today,
not fixed, by the way.
When I was backing out of my driveway's at a bit of a slope. It freaked me out because I backed up, and as soon as I hit level, there's like this big old thud, like in the back. And I thought I took my bumper off, is what it sounded and felt like.
Oh.
I was like, well, that's weird, because like I've never scraped, it never comes close to scraping or anything. I was like, well, that's weird. So I get out and look, everything's fine. So like, oh, you know what? I've got stuff in the trunk. So I opened the trunk up and my amp fell over.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, thank God.
Nice.
But it was like in reverse, and it felt like something may have misshifted or something.
Yeah.
I was like,
like you dropped something
yeah,
like your tranny
I
or
thought,
whatever.
yeah, no, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh no, which is weird because yesterday I went up to Lawrence, which from where we are is about 2.5 hour drive, and it was doing fine. I mean, you know, it's loud, shift's weird, but really, it'll get us there. As I was like, oh well, at least it happened now, but.
You were fine.
It was an awful drive. There's not much along the way there.
There is not. We live in
Honestly.
Kansas, though. There's
Yeah,
nothing.
no,
I mean, if you go to Texas, there's nothing until you get to Texas.
Yeah.
And, like, that's mid-Texas, by the way. Like, it's all just flat and boring. I mean, there's some... I guess there's a park you go through in Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of pretty, but, I mean... Nah, it's...
awful.
Just like going to Kansas City. Mm-hmm. There's nothing until you get to Kansas City.
Yep.
Even then, it's just really a big city.
Yeah.
Who the fuck wants that? Yeah, no. But anyways, I was doing that. Had to do laundry. I do a fuck ton of laundry.
Really?
Clean the house.
It's no bueno.
No. Sucks being like, you know, having your own house. Because there's those days you got to take yourself out of everything just to clean.
No, I know.
Like, if you don't do it, you're going to be like one of those trashy people.
That's actually usually Saturday for me. Nearly every Saturday, I spend, unless we end up doing something, which usually we don't on Saturdays, I usually spend most of the day cleaning and doing laundry.
That's
what I do.
That's my day, is my cleaning.
I don't even have my house. It's just for my room and stuff. And
How long can it take you in your room?
my room doesn't take long. Really, it's just laundry.
Laundry sucks.
Like, I just kind of... And see, the biggest part of cleaning my room is just the clothes.
Yeah, are you one of those that, like, just throws your clothes on the floor?
I am. I really am. Because, like...
It's not good. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Brown recluses, they love that.
And I have plenty of them.
See.
Plenty of them. Most of them died off, but I did see a big one the other day.
If you've seen one, there's 100 more.
Yeah. I know.
That's where they, like, hang out in your clothes, and then you put it on when you're in a rush, and then...
No, I don't put them on. If they're on the floor, I don't put them on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's your... You gotta get one of those caddies. And this little caddy I hang on my bathroom door, you just throw the clothes in there.
Yeah, I have a basket.
Oh.
I don't know why I don't use it either, though. Like, it would take 1 second more just to take my shirt off or socks off and just throw it in the basket. But instead, I just drop it on the floor. And I don't know why.
You're like my wife does the same thing, like, where right next to her is where she keeps, like, her soda or water or whatever. Yeah. The trash can is just right up there.
Yeah.
And at the end of the night, when I'm going to bed, I'm always the last one to go to bed. She's got, like, shit all over there. And I'm like, why did you... It's just right... Why
well, and you know what sucks is, like, the way my room's set up, where I take my clothes off is right in front of my bed, right beside where I play PS4, and right where I go in my hallway to, like, go to the bathroom, because I have, like, this little miniature hallway. It's kind of weird. So it's, like, a high-traffic area. So you know what I do for the entire week? I bitch.
How many people do you get?
No, I mean, it's just me.
Just you.
But, like, that's, like, the area of operations right there. So what I do, I bitch the entire week about, I have to step over my clothes and stuff. But do I pick them up? No.
Wow.
I don't.
That's pretty special.
I get upset because my clothes are there.
That's laziness on a different
Oh,
level.
I know. Like, I could just throw it off, like, 10 feet from me and hit my basket. Like, nah, I'm not really feeling it.
See, I get pissed off in those situations.
Like, I do too.
I get angry to the point, like I'll do something because I'm angry about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I don't get like that.
I do it all angry. Like, if I'm, like, putting recyclables away, which taking recyclables out is a bitch
That's
where I
annoying.
live. Because I've got to go down 3 flights of stairs and all sorts of shit. And, like, I'll kind of pack things up in the box, and, like, they'll fall out. And I'm like... God damn it, alright. I'll just grab it and take it out. But, like, I wouldn't, you know, like, I could just be like, listen, Swole, I'll go take it down. No.
So you gotta get mad about it. First.
Yeah, I gotta get mad about it. And anything that inconveniences me gets me mad.
I get that.
So, one thing I wanted to say about this weekend, and I think I mentioned something about it in the last weekend show. I wasn't kidding. To all my actual friends, the ones that listen to this, I wasn't kidding when I said I'm done with you. Like, on a different level, I still love you. Still, I had see, 18 messages on my phone that I was kind of paying attention to, and 6 missed calls on my phone this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, from like different friends and stuff.
You were
Hanging out, wanted to do whatever. But like the reason why they accumulated is because I was running raids in Final Fantasy Realm Reborn.
Oh.
I wasn't kidding. I'm too busy. Like I think you texted me about something on Hulu, and I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I can't pause the game, guys.
No, I get that.
It's a massive raid.
It's
and
it's
I
online.
love it. It's wonderful.
If they're gamers, they should understand.
Yeah, most of them aren't.
Oh, okay.
Most of them think I'm a loser for being a gamer, but
No, see, as a gamer, I understand. Online, you can't pause online.
No.
I don't respond to people if I'm playing online. Like, if I'm playing Call of Duty, I don't respond during a match.
Which is
I
alright.
respond
Like,
in the
that's
lobby.
easy to do because you can. Well, they're like what 8 minutes long.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, like some of these
And I don't know
raids
how
go
long
on
raids take.
an hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Then I'll forget.
Dude, I really want to get this game. Like, just recently, I've really gotten in the mood where I really want to try this. Like, you keep talking about it.
Oh, it's great.
I'm like, ah.
I love it.
How much do you think the game is?
Actually, on PSN right now, it's like.
But see, I don't want to pay online. I won't get paid enough where I can get
Put
online.
on your credit card.
I don't have
Because
a
here's the
credit card.
thing. And this is so boring for anyone listening. Square Enix, Final Fantasy has their 30-year celebration right now. So, like, all their shit is, like, 50% off.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, at the PSN store. So it's like $14.99
Cool.
for the game.
Gotcha.
So if you had a credit card or a bank card, just do it that way. You get the month free.
It's true.
Yeah, I think it's like I honestly think it's like at most I think it's like $14 right now. But if you wait, it's like $30.
Isn't it like online? Isn't it like $50 for the year or $59 or something?
Yeah, or I know people that just pay. Like I'll do this sometimes where I just pay the $25 for 3 months or whatever.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
I would
really.
probably do the year long though.
It's better.
To be honest.
If you can afford it, it's better to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we're out of that boring talk. I apologize. Should have been talking about that off the air, but yeah, whatever.
It
You know
doesn't
what?
matter.
Maybe the people want to know what goes on in our, you know, and they're like, holy shit, I don't respect these guys at all.
We're not all
That's
just
what they're
politics.
spending. Yeah, no, in sports and whatever.
And gay jokes.
No, well, we are. I mean, pretty like if the water in our body, if that could be something else, it'd probably be gay jokes.
Oh, I was thinking jizz, but
Hey, that too.
hey,
Do you know
probably not.
there's only okay? Check this out.
Check this out.
How many? Like, what percentage do you think your sperm or your jizz is actually sperm?
I would say like 5% at most.
You're close. It's actually 2%.
Okay, see that's what I was thinking, but I thought even that was a little low.
I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought like when you got you got snipped, it just like secreted. I mean, I still think you come, but I don't think you like actually like.
Yeah.
You know. Like came out. You know, just like I don't know. Like I didn't.
Just air.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I didn't know most of it wasn't even fucking sperm.
You know, a question I've always had. Do you think it looks different if you get like snipped or something?
It can't. If it's only 2% of it's actually sperm.
You think, but what's the white? Because like pre-cum, that's clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, so then if the sperm's white. Sperm,
Is it?
Yeah. It is.
I mean, I don't know.
No, it is.
Okay, but it's 2%.
Right, but here's the thing. Let's get scientific real quick.
Mhm.
Water, part of its characteristics is it like it shows color more or lack thereof. However you want to put it. It kind of expands it a little bit more.
No,
so,
it does. It does. I got
So maybe just that little bit of white, that clearness in it reflects it, so that it seems like it's all white. It's not really.
I don't think so.
Probably
I
not,
don't think so at all.
probably not, but
No, I got my toilet is so shitty, and I don't know why. It has to be the water or whatever. But the bottom of the bowl, like, gets crap on it all the time. And it's from the water.
yeah, it's just
Like-
hard water.
Right. But, like, it gets so thick and it builds up so fast. It's insane. I scrub it, like, probably maybe every couple days, whatever. But, like, there'll be a point, like, where I'm taking a pee, and it literally looks like I'm peeing black. Like, it'll hit in there, and I'm like, holy shit. That looks super dark. Then clean out the toilet, you know? And go pee later, and it looks fine.
Maybe you are peeing black.
Well, then it wouldn't look black. Like, you know? After I clean it. But, no, I'm just saying, like, your whole water thing.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of... Yeah, maybe. I mean, but I don't think so.
I doubt it.
Because isn't protein...
There's lots of it in there.
Isn't there, like... Its pigment also white?
Protein? I don't think protein has a pigment.
Does it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Really honest.
If that was the
probably
case...
was a really stupid question.
If that's the case, why isn't chicken white?
Chicken is white.
Why isn't steak white?
Because you cook it.
It's not white before.
Yeah, it is. You dry out a steak, it's all, like, white.
Really?
I don't know. Fucking, I think it's actually red. But it was soaked in blood for so long, right?
Oh, yeah.
And meat? I don't fucking know. I really have no idea. I don't eat that shit.
Yeah, I know, you don't. That's alright. I don't really like steak, though. I'm not a fan.
I just haven't been a fan of, like, beef. Nah, I haven't, you know what, really, on that note, I haven't eaten, like, a hamburger or beef. I don't even think I've eaten pork in, like, probably a couple years.
Really?
Yeah. Don't miss it. Don't miss it at all.
Really?
No.
I would.
You think you would, so you go without it. Like energy drinks. Like, I thought I was going to miss those. But it's been 4 years since I've had an energy drink.
Yeah. That's one thing I can see myself going without.
But, I mean, it's easy enough just to, like, order chicken on stuff.
It's true.
I mean, and chicken kicks ass.
Yeah.
You know.
It does. I don't know. Seems like it get boring after a while.
I don't know. I don't really find entertainment in my food. Like, it's just something I eat. Like, you're gonna be fat at some point.
Oh, yeah,
because you're
definitely.
kind of a foodie. Like, you
Yeah.
like, you know. I've never really. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I actually find eating to be annoying.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it.
Because I've got to stop and, you know, I gotta eat for a while now. I don't know. Like, you know, some people, their favorite thing to do is, like, watch a movie or watch a TV show and, like, get food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate doing it. Like,
Oh.
I feel like I don't know.
No, I'm going to be a total fat ass someday.
You are. Especially as much as you, and as fast as you eat. Holy shit. Nobody can eat as fast as you can. You're like swallowing fucking pizza like you swallow loads. It's insane.
No, it's true. I'm a fast eater. I'm proud of it.
You're good at swallowing loads.
I
So,
am.
I mean, that really does wrap it up. So, something I noticed, and I gotta admit, I'm a little hurt, maybe.
Did someone hurt your feelings?
Well, I figured we were close.
Us?
Yeah.
We are.
I didn't know
Okay.
that things, you know, if something major happened in my life, I would tell you, you know, right? I wouldn't, you know, but I had to find out some pretty big news in your life on Facebook.
Okay. And these news being?
Well, I saw that you've got a new lady in your life.
I do.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So-
like, I just thought we were close enough to where you would tell me, you know, I wouldn't have to read it like, you know, some street trash on the, you know.
You are. But you're my
yeah.
street trash. No, I'm sorry. I didn't.
So when did that start?
Oh,
by the way, I didn't even notice it.
what do you mean?
Okay, so Steph came up to me and she was like, "So are you and Cody fighting?" I'm like, "No, why?" And she's like, "Well, I saw that he's replaced you and he's got a new woman in his life." I'm like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's on Facebook." I'm like, "Oh, yeah." Like, I didn't even know. You know, that's how out of the loop I am in your life. I didn't even know it.
Gotcha.
You know.
Oh, you knew we were talking
Oh yeah. So when did it become official?
that night.
I don't know what night you posted it.
I don't either.
Because
I don't remember.
I didn't see
it
it.
was probably. I think
Well,
it was.
was
It
it-
had been Friday night.
Friday night
Yeah. Last Friday night. Yeah. That night.
at your high school basketball game,
After we made love, and then not really.
and then she talked to you about how she's struggling in her 11th grade.
Yeah. No, 11th. What are you talking about? 7th.
7th.
Middle school's rough.
Right.
This is, by the way, the same chick that we said had a dick and the name was Steven. And she listened to that and she got a kick out of that.
I don't even remember.
You really don't? Oh,
I say so much shit out of my fucking mouth.
No, I
don't
know.
even.
We called her Steven.
What does that pertain to? Like, give me some.
I don't remember. You just said something about, oh, yeah, it's really actually a guy.
Oh,
I was like, yeah,
right,
no, his name's Steven.
So, Steven, huh?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all. How long ago was that?
That was just like a few shows ago.
Oh. Whatever.
No, because she listens pretty intensively, too.
Really?
I'm impressed,
I
yeah.
feel bad for her.
For a Republican, it's...
Oh.
Yeah, I remember, because she's pretty conservative. She listens more
She
for,
must hate being browbeaten by me all the time.
Well, she listens more for the funny aspect.
Well, and if it means anything, I'm trying to work on that.
Why?
I don't want to come up... Like, I hate listening to shows where they just talk down to liberals.
No, I know.
And I don't want a Republican or a conservative to listen to it and be like, ugh, all they do is shit on
We're
everything.
just like a liberal Rush Limbaugh.
Right. I don't want to exactly be that. Although, this is the wrong time to not be that.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, there's so many... I mean, look at Sweden. Look
Yeah.
at what happened there this weekend.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, there's been some major terrorist attacks in Sweden.
Or something. We don't know.
And for those of you who have not heard about them, that's because they did not happen.
Yeah. Trump made them up.
Just like he made up that he had the biggest electoral lead since
God.
Reagan.
I loved that. I
What?
so loved
Oh, no.
that.
No,
And then
well-
they just right back at him.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
Obama,
no, I was given this information.
But you can't say I didn't win big league.
No, and that's the thing. That's why this is one thing that I'm mad at the reporter at, because this is what he said. Well, but Obama had this, Bush had this. He's like, well, I was given this information, and Trump is like, well, it was a substantial victory. You have to admit that. And the reporter's like, well, you're president. If it was me, I would have been like, no, it wasn't. You didn't win by that
I'd have
much.
been like,
you didn't win
you
popular.
lost the popular.
You didn't win that much by electoral.
If Putin hadn't done his shit, you wouldn't have won at all.
So I wouldn't have even said, well, you're president. No, that's too much leniency.
But they were trying to be nice to him. And did you watch it?
Yeah.
You watched all?
No, I've seen I've seen highlights.
I was about to give you a high five and a hug.
No,
because I don't know anyone who's besides myself that watched the whole hour and a half of it.
I wouldn't.
I was mesmerized because I was like, "Holy shit, this is our president!" Like they were being nice to him.
Yeah.
And like one of the guys, he started off by saying, "Mr. President, I realize you're not a racist, and I know that no one in your cabinet is a racist, although I don't feel like that's true."
Yeah.
Jeff Sessions?
Yeah.
Steve Bannon?
Yeah.
But he was, and he was like, "But what do you think about all your supporters that, the supporters that are racist? Would you like to, basically tell them to stop supporting you?" He was giving it to him on a plate.
Yep.
And Trump's just like, see how they do me? Dirty questions and blah, blah. It's like, dude.
That was the perfect time for him to be like, no, I do not want racists.
Exactly. That's all you had to do.
Yeah.
And he would have made it would have looked a lot better, but you can't do that.
No.
I
don't understand what people see in him. I really don't.
Does your girlfriend like him?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, she does. And we've had more than a few discussions.
I feel like this is a fleeting relationship.
I tell you what, it's trying. I try not to bring up politics a whole lot. But boy, I tell you what.
I could see that. I mean, I could see just avoiding the topic completely.
But it's hard for me because like I explained to her, I was like, I do a podcast.
Yeah.
It's not in my nature to avoid politics.
Not to mention the fact that I like a good argument. Like, if you can give
I like a good debate, not an argument.
Oh, good point, debate. I mean, we wanted Wes on the show.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get him on all week, and we thought this would be perfect and whatever. I mean, here's a guy who loves Alex Jones, is in InfoWars, voted Trump or Gary Johnson. He's going to say one or the other, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But there was a lot to debate, and it was going to be fun. I was all excited.
And
I don't know if I'd feel like doing it all the time, though.
No, and the one thing I will give her kudos for is she doesn't sound retarded. Like, a lot of Trump supporters, it seems like they're just like, oh, well, he's Second Amendment, all these stupid stuff that they really can't back too much. She brings up fair points, but they just aren't good enough to convince me.
Is she an Obama hater?
I don't know.
That's what I find. For me, that's important.
It is.
Like, if you hate Obama...
I know she wasn't a fan.
And it's like, and everything he's done good, you either give it to Trump or you ignore it. That bugs me.
I know one thing I did bring up. Just Friday night, actually, I saw this cartoon, a political cartoon, and it had the donkey for the Dems holding up a sign, protest or something, and it was talking to the elephant, and it was like, well, where are all your supporters and stuff? And the elephant was like, oh, they're all working. And I wanted to respond to that so bad, because it was my cousin, the one that we've got.
Well, I thought all the Mexicans took their jobs.
Right. Well, I wanted to put in that, well, you have full employment for Obama. You can thank him for that. And I don't remember what she said, but I remember it was either a smart-ass comment or like she tried to change the topic.
It's a hard thing to fight.
But I mean, oh no, I remember what she said. She said, well, you can't give all the praise to Obama. I'm like, yes you can.
Yeah, you can.
He was in there for the last 8, it's not like, bam, right out the gate, employment's going to be fixed. It's a long process, and over the 8 years, he dropped it damn near 10%.
Yeah.
That is, and I was like,
the lowest it's been.
They wanted to give
forever.
They wanted to give Bush all the credit for Saddam Hussein or Osama bin Laden rather, when
It's been years before. I mean,
no, it was during Obama's it was like Obama's first year that they got bin Laden, but it was yeah, it was.
I thought that was
no, I'm positive because I remember having this talk. It definitely was. I mean, I was on the other side of the fence. That's the thing though. The praise should go to Bush, not Obama, because Obama didn't do anything. Like, the operation was already in effect. But if you're going to give all of that kudos to Bush, you should give all of the employment kudos to Obama.
Okay, yeah, that's
because
fair. That's
even
fair.
if employment continues to go down right now over the next few months, that's still Obama, because it's still his programs in work. Trump isn't doing anything.
I say you got a good 6 months or so before Trump really starts showing. And maybe even a little bit longer, to be honest.
Maybe.
Because some of this stuff is already set, like, depending on when the quarter ended and whatever else. But, yeah, no. It's just like someone made a point. Oh, the stocks have never been higher than what they are. Blah, blah, blah.
Obama.
Well, actually, because Warren Buffett made a massive investment this last week. And, like, no one paid attention to that. Like, no, that's why they fucking went up. Warren Buffett, not because of Trump.
Right.
But no, and listen, like, you're stronger than I. I don't think I could let it go. Like, I would continue, trying to, well, what about this? What about that? How can you not see things this way?
No, I know.
And it's a horrible characteristic of mine. I don't,
It's important to just be able to agree to disagree. And I think it's easier with someone that you care about more.
I think it's more difficult.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I can't imagine them not feeling the way I do. Because certain things I find absolutely vile about the other side. And I'm like, do you really think that poor people want to be poor?
Right, yeah.
Do you really think that starving children deserve to die instead of get help? Like, is that where you're at?
I think the thing you got to realize is at the end of the day, each party has their mind made up. It's not going to change.
Maybe. I disagree. Because there's certain things I will change my mind on.
No, I know. But, I mean, most people aren't like that. But, I think that at the end of the day, really, they've made their mind up. It's not going to change anything.
I understand.
You two having a debate, no matter how good both points may be, it's not going to change anything. And you don't want to continue it so it hurts anything.
I understand that I can... No, but I myself, as I've stuttered through that last sentence...
That's all, folks.
By the way, biggest laugh I've gotten ever from my family and other people that listen, and even on XM and whatever. The thing, whoops. Anyway, that I've heard from and got tweets about and whatever was the whole Porky Pig. The racist Porky Pig. African American.
African American, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, excuse me.
Anyway, no, but I've changed my outlook almost. I used to be a conservative.
Me too. Solid, man. Right on.
I mean, I changed a little bit earlier than you did.
Well, yeah.
Because I think I switched at about, I don't know, around 14 or 15.
Well, but I started to make that transition about 17.
You had a longer transition.
Yeah.
And I had Democrat parents. So,
right.
you know, I didn't have any support on the other side.
Right.
But, you know, and I think some of that changes, like, and I hate to say this, but if you're smart, you realize you're never going to be rich.
Yeah.
Even if you work really hard, you're most likely never going to be rich.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just the reality.
Yeah.
And even if you're a millionaire, you're still not rich.
Oh.
You're good.
Yeah.
But you're not, and I just mean like you have $1 million.
Yeah.
You somehow, but getting to that point is still about impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a lot of education in my back pocket. My partner has a lot of education. And I mean, you know, you add it all up, I think we make about $150 a year. And that's a lot of fucking education we still have to pay back on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Not to mention, but like that's what's available. And to be honest, we're lucky. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that do a lot less than we do. So if you go out and as you get older and you start working, you start to realize, no, it doesn't matter. Like people, my fellow workers are working just as hard as I am, working a lot of hours, and they're still poor.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. Like,
and you know,
it's not a bad thing to help and to have social programs.
I really think we need to end this stigma on blue collar work too.
What do you mean?
When I hate the phrase, well, you don't want to be a garbage collector, do you? I hate that phrase because you're making damn near $40,000 a year. You've got benefits, no college required.
No.
Honestly, it's not, or a ditch digger even. You don't want to dig ditches, do you? That's the same thing. You're making about 30 to 40. No.
Well, I mean, there is some of those jobs though that they don't make shit, and they've continued to not make shit. But you're right. You know, if you get into something like a garbage man, actually make decent money.
Yeah.
But
especially
no, like
in New York.
I've told
New York, they make like up to 100,000.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
But I've told you the story about like one of the most successful people I know was this kid in high school. We used to make fun of him. He looked like Nosferatu. And, except for he had giant eyebrows. Like a giant eyebrow Nosferatu. Nice. He'd been my friend since he was a kid. His family was poor. And I used to always feel bad for him. You know, but he was that guy. He was that guy that, like, if you hung out with him, you immediately lose cred.
Yeah.
You know, but we were like a gang of misfits and assholes anyway. Anyway, he started working at Sonic at like 15. And
I feel like was that legal back then? Because now you have to be 16.
I don't know if it was legal, but he started working at Sonic like 15. And a couple years ago, he told me that like he now owns his third Sonic.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Where's he from?
Here. His name's Ty Kane.
I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a Nosferatu looking bitch.
Right? But he owns all this shit. And
yeah.
It's like, I know so many people that went to college, did all this shit, and they're working at like the dollar store.
He's a douchebag though.
Ty is
I kind of hate him.
He's well, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in so long.
I dealt with him pretty heavy, and I
guess if he's your boss, you probably would be a douche. Most people.
He wasn't my boss. He was when I worked at one Sonic. He was the owner of the other, and I had to deal with him a lot though. And he was, ugh.
I'm curious how.
He was really stuck up, and he talks down a lot.
He does, yeah.
And people hated working under him because he did that. He would belittle you and talk down in front of other people. He tried doing that shit with me one time. I wasn't having it. I was like, you can't fucking fire me. You're not my boss.
I mean, but when you think about it, when you start working at some place, being shit on at 15 or 16, and then you go to owning it, I mean, not that I excuse.
Yeah.
But I can see where it came from.
Yeah.
In super, super poor background, and he owns his own house. You know, he owns a big house, and he owns a lot. You know, he's done a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
A lot of smart. He's done with his money, but never went to college, never did anything.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he graduated high school, to be honest. He was a fucking moron. My point is just back in years.
Yeah.
That, like, you can still do quite a bit.
Yeah.
And if you go to college and do all this other shit, you're not guaranteed a good life.
No.
In fact, yeah. I know more people with college degrees and stuff that are worse off than people that don't.
Yeah.
In my
Right.
life, which is shitty.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, we're going to take a break. This will be the end of part 1, episode 30. We'll have a part 2, probably. We did that last time, and then we didn't.
Yeah.
So, we probably will. I'm going to say 90%.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. We'll be back.